A typical day in the Philippines starts off with me and my wife traveling to somewhere like the shops or anywhere we need to go in a jeepney. Now this jeepney, turns out it was rather spacious compared to how they usually are. Sometimes you pretty much have someone sat on your knee. They are a really good way to get around though. So today we need to get our weekly shop. My wife and I think a lot of people here prefer chicken with the skin on, or general skin on meat is preferred, especially when it's crispy. And then we're getting some mee goreng, which is my favourite noodle. Not Filipino, but very nice. We're gonna cook some Korean food later, so we're gonna get some mozzarella cheese. Pretty much an essential. And one thing we want to try is making milk tea. So we bought some of our own tapioca starch and brown sugar. You'll see the results of that later on. Now we're in the famous Jollibee. There's actually one of these in Liverpool, but it's not very nice compared to here. I feel like it's missing a lot of the flavour, whereas you get the real, like, authentic experience, obviously. And I think there's a reason why this place is always so popular here, and it is nice. Let's cheers.
Cheers.
Now we're heading to the wet market. Usually we go here to buy things like eggs because you can buy a lot and it's much cheaper. And also the quality is really good. The other thing we buy is typically any fruit or veg as well, because you know when you buy it from here it's going to be fresh and there's much more options, much more choice. The one thing you do have to be careful if you are a foreigner like I was, is people may tend to increase the prices when you're around, so just keep that in mind. Maybe hide around the corner or something. We'll buy a mango here as it's probably my favourite fruit, and obviously one of our favourite meals is mango float. But the sheer amount of choice and fruit available in this country is so good. So now the shopping's done. Here's another fruit tree, this one close to our house. And we're going to take our little doggy here for a walk. This is Chappie. You can see there's lots of wildlife. Sometimes you don't need to cut your grass because the goats will do it for you. But here he is, our main guy. He's a Pomeranian. So every day we'd take him for a walk, typically about 4 to 5 p.m. And sometimes we'd even get a bunch of dogs following us around. Not really strays, but more like dogs that would just stay outside, and that was always fun, but could be a little scary sometimes, as he's not the biggest guy. but he's easy to carry. One thing about the Philippines is there's just way more people around, way more talking, just way more activity everywhere you go, it feels like. Maybe because it's so sunny. So now the meal we're going to make is everything we bought earlier, which is the classic Filipino food, Korean food. So we've got some jin ramen, some tteokbokki, and gochujang. Probably mispronounced all of that, so apologies to my Asian friends. And of course we've got to taste and make sure it tastes good.
Okay. We can add some more salt.
It looks good, so we're going to add that cheese we got earlier. Can't forget that. While here, we stayed a lot of time with my wife's brother and his wife. So we tried to eat together pretty much every day and take turns cooking. And now it's time for my cup of tea. Obviously, every Englishman needs to have this, otherwise they will die. So it can't be avoided, even in the Philippines. I kind of add a lot of milk here. Yeah, quite a lot of milk. But it tastes good. And I'm using honey as it's a bit more natural. Trying to cut down on my sugar, but still just as sweet. So because we're in the Philippines, we used to work at night. So while I was out there, I'm not a retired guy, I'm still relatively young. And I worked online, mostly doing remote jobs, lots of things on Upwork. Here we are doing some video editing for a real estate agent to show off some apartments. And we're making TikTok videos as they're really popular right now. My wife also works as a virtual assistant. And then sometimes I would do some web development, mostly just WordPress, and also some remote IT support work as well. Really, I thought I'd struggle to get online work, but I think COVID helped out a lot. So one thing in the Philippines, everywhere you go, you'll hear the music or the sounds of this game, Mobile Legends, everywhere. So every night we'll go outside, we'll let Chappie out, and we'll play some games. It's just a nice way to kind of wind down and relax. I didn't think I'd like mobile gaming because I've always been more of like a PC gamer myself. And I was a big Dota 2 addict a while back, but this game's really fun. So thank you for watching. I'm gonna watch some videos and go to bed. Hope to see you guys in the next video.